Let me teleport you back to 2007, 1 year before I spawned into the world. The Nintendo Wii had barely been out for a year, and Nintendo was scrambling to get as many Wiis on the store shelves as possible. During that time, a very ambitious and wondrous game ended up releasing on November 12th, 2007 in North America, and that game was Super Mario Galaxy. Mario Galaxy ended up innovating so obscenely well, like, literally the gravity-defying mechanics were so crazy, like, so inventive, so polished that it shocked the entire world. People begged for a sequel for forever, and then we eventually got a sequel, Mario Galaxy, in 2011 with Mario Galaxy 2. Even after Galaxy 2 released, people still really clamored for a Galaxy 3.
The other two games, there is literally no reason why anybody would say no to Super Mario Galaxy 3.
Be in the crowd that has been wanting Super Mario Galaxy 3 forever now.
Anyways, you're probably asking me, Ruben, why? Why are you talking about Mario Galaxy for this long in a video that's supposed to be about Astrobot? Alright, just wait, buddy bars, and hold on to your Astro Bites. I'll get there, just be patient, okay? I got you. Okay, Team Asobi. Back in 2013 through 2021, they were formerly known as Japan Studio. And Japan Studio made a very interesting, wacky, and vast variety of experimental titles like Eco, Shadow of the Colossus, The Last Guardian. They did support work on Bloodborne, a lot of support work on Bloodborne. And also, I'm not joking, they made Knack 1 and 2. Okay, 2013, the PlayStation 4 launches, and it comes bundled with a mini-game collection called The Playroom. And The Playroom was a little tech demo showing what the new DualShock 4 controller could do. So, fun fact, this was Astrobot's first appearance. Alright, fast forward to 2018, the PlayStation VR releases, and guess what comes bundled with the PSVR? Yep, another game starring this little guy, Astrobot. Welcome to Astrobot Rescue Mission, a full-blown 3D platformer in virtual reality! Astrobot Rescue Mission gets obscenely high review scores, like I'm talking 9 out of 10s across the board. But now people start asking, yo, can these Japan Studio guys make like a full-blown 3D platformer, something like Mario Odyssey or even Mario Galaxy? It kind of already feels like Mario Galaxy in a lot of ways, so like, yeah, maybe you guys could do that. Alright, fast forward to 2020. No one can get a PlayStation 5. It's really, really hard to get, but the few people who do get a PS5, that a little game called Astro's Playroom is bundled in. Keeper, Astro's Playroom just seemed like another tech demo to show what the PS5's DualSense controller could do, but ended up being way more than that. Practically a full game, like it's pretty much the same length as Spider-Man Miles Morales on. But despite being really short, it really didn't overstay its welcome, which is really good, but also you really just wanted a full game, like desperately, like you're craving. So before I talk about Astrobot, the actual game that released in 2024, I need to talk about the shutdown of Japan Studio. So Japan Studio was shut down and basically just restructured into Team Asobi, and I didn't really mention that earlier in the video, so I thought I should mention it now before we actually get to the main part. So thank you for this little pause, and back to the video. Okay, 2024, it happened. Astrobot is one of those impossible games. One of those games where after 10 hours you're like, okay, this is pretty insane, but they can't possibly top this, right? But they actually do. The developers surprise you time and time again. Whether it be a reference to a game that you would think would be too niche, or oh, the IP has been dead for years and Sony doesn't really care about it. But no, you can find Croc and Gex in the game. That's awesome. Like, genuinely, it's awesome. The difficulty in Astrobot is just right. Despite you basically getting one shot through 90% of the game never feels unfair. Because of how buttery smooth the game feels to control, it just, you can automatically tell when you die, okay, I died for a reason, I understand. And the music and art direction is just stellar. Astrobot is one of my favorite games of all time, and it feels like the Mario Galaxy 3 we never got, but it's also unfair to call it Mario Galaxy 3 because of how unique it is. Anyways, I don't want to just tell you how good the game is, I want to show you. Alright, now let's talk about the Game Awards 2024. The Game Awards, and also 2024 was surprisingly stacked. Like, people talk about that year not being like many games coming out, but dude, we had Metal Fury Fantasia, we had Black Myth Wukong, and Astrobot. 3 games in completely different genres, so good to like a crazy amount of quality, like it's absurd. Also, the roguelike card game Balatro, dude, that game took the entire Earth by storm. And that game was made by one guy, by the way. Anyway, here's Astrobot winning Game of the Year, and the incredible speech by the game director Nicolas Doucet.
And the Game of the Year is... Astrobot!
You know, platformers, PlayStation 30 years, and we made even before PlayStation, there were people making platformers. I remember I was a kid in 1989, Christmas, and I got a grey box. There was a game packed in, it was called Super Mario Brothers, and it was really, really great.
So yeah, Nicolas Doucet, amazing game director. But anyways, here's my final thought. Astrobot is so important to me. It is one of my favorite games of all time. And the game is really, really high quality, and it's honestly Mario Galaxy 3 in every single way. Anyways, thanks for watching this extended version of my original review, and have a great day, and get